Welcome to Don't Stop Dreamin', the Bucket List Edition. My name is Jessie, and I'm here in Orlando, Florida. So my page is to inspire people to follow their dreams, to learn more about bucket list items, and today is going to be a very special episode. My goal today is to share with my friend the opportunity to achieve one of her bucket list goals. Her name is Kelly, and we used to work together at the SeaWorld theme park. We were dancers together and performers really, at the Sesame Street Party Parade. And so this will be really fun because we had a chance to just party and have the best time of our lives on the street. Kelly is a doll. She's super sweet and she's always there for her friends when they need her. She is always willing to sacrifice her time and her efforts however she can to help others. So I think Kelly is very deserving of this very special treat. Speaking of treat, actually, that's what it is. You're like, what do you mean treat? Like, what is she even talking about? Kelly's bucket list goal is to resort hop and have a cupcake at each Disney World resort. What? So I want to help her. She's already started part of this list, and that's one thing that you can learn about bucket list. Sometimes it's okay to start and take another chance to finish it off so that you can check it off that list. So today we're going to do that. She's already had a little bit of a head start, and then I'm going to help her finish it so that she can put that check mark. So we are going to go crazy today. We're talking like hardcore cupcakes. I mean, this girl loves her cupcakes. When I say that, she works at a cupcake shop. We've talked about cupcakes. This is going to be her day. So I want to surprise her, and we're going to go to Disney Springs, and that's where we're going to meet up. And I'm going to tell her that I'm going to help her achieve her goal by cupcake hopping around Walt Disney World. So come and join me as we go on gondolas, a boat, the car, maybe some buses to get from resort to resort and have one cupcake from each resort. Yes, we will have a lot of sugar today. Do I have a problem with that? No. I have a sweet tooth, and so does she. But, it's okay. We're just going to get a little cake wasted. Anyways, excited for you to join us, and I really, really hope that she loves this little surprise. So come on over as we go meet Kelly and surprise her with this cupcake hop. All right, I'm here in Disney Springs waiting for Kelly, and I think I spotted her. So here we go. Look who I found. Hi, this is my friend Kelly.
So good to see you.
You too. So we're catching up.
Yeah.
So I have a surprise for you. I know you wanted to go out and eat.
Yeah.
Right? And you can see we're at Disney Springs. Well, how does dessert maybe sound?
The best thing ever.
Yeah?
Because I'm always down for dessert.
Yeah, right? Like I mentioned to everyone, we both have sweet teeth, right?
Yes. I mean, you name it, I'm down.
Okay, well, perfect. Well, so, how I'm doing, bucket list items and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, so I remember you had told me that you love cupcakes.
Indeed.
And I also remember you telling me that you have, a bucket list item to actually, eat different cupcakes, throughout the different resorts, hotels and everything.
So true.
Do you want to do it?
Yes.
Do you want to check it off?
Please.
Let's do it. Surprise!
Thank you so much.
I brought a little container.
Oh my. This is going to be a feat.
Yes! Okay, well, let's go
Fill our
play.
Container.
So wait, I have a different list. I don't know if it's the same.
Okay.
What's one that you want to go on, go to the first? Now this is a prize,
Probably Saratoga, because I know they always have great options. Saratoga Springs.
Okay, so we got to just figure out how to get there. Let's plan it out, and we'll just show how we get there.
Yay!
All right, so this was going to be our first stop to take a boat over to the Saratoga Springs Resort for our first cupcake. As you can see, it is closed. Wah, wah. That's one thing you need to realize with bucket lists. Sometimes you need to adjust your plans, but don't give up because there's always probably another option to make it happen. It is a little dreary weather today, but we're not going to let it stop us. So what do you think, Kelly? How else should we get there?
I say we change the game plan up and maybe choose a different resort first.
Yeah?
Because this could always maybe be a possibility later. I don't know.
I agree.
I don't know what next, though.
Well, let's try buses. Buses are an option to go hotel hopping. So, you know what? Let's go try. All right. So it's probably really loud right now because we have this right here. Hopefully you can hear us. And we got our lovely masks because we're indoors. So we ended up having to go on a bus, which is fine. So we're actually going to go on the whim. I did plan a little something, but you know what? The fun thing about bucket list is you can just kind of go for it sometimes if the opportunity comes, I think.
Especially with resort hopping. From my experience, it's just like you go with the flow and make it what it is.
I agree. And I think that's what we're going to do today. So we saw a bus that was already ready, going to Key West.
It literally pulled up right as we walked up, so it was like, all right, that's the one.
Yep, so we're going to go to Key West first. Sometimes when you're just uncertain of how to make your bucket list happen, ask for help. There's nothing wrong with asking for help because sometimes it just makes your life a little easier to make it happen.
And he led us to the right spot, so now it's just a matter of finding exactly where we want to go.
Yes, so here we are at Key West. We'll just show you the little shop once we get there.
Do you have any cupcakes? No cupcakes? Okay.
Oh, bummer.
Thank you.
All right, thanks. All right, Kelly, so what happens when we don't have cupcakes?
All good. We tried. We know that this is the only place we think that offers them here, but there is, I will say, one other potential option that we can maybe check out up front. Just in case, because we're already here.
Right? Why not?
I would say why not. It's I don't know the name of it, but I do know it's at like the main lobby area. So I say we just go for it. And
we're already at
sun.
we're already at the resort right now. All right, tell me about your cupcake.
It worked. We tried the other place, which I didn't know for sure had cupcakes, and they did. So it looks like it's a vanilla with a sparkly cookie.
Ooh, we can actually see the sparkle too.
And it's nice and cold, and actually that's how I prefer my cupcakes. We just discovered upon my first bite, this this cupcake is actually stuffed with a cookie inside.
Look at that.
So it's a milk and cookies cupcake, and I believe that's some cookie dough in it. This is such a winning cupcake. We were so pleasantly surprised because it was deceiving. It looked like it was just vanilla. They didn't tell us what it was. They just said, oh, we might have one in the back.
Well, and here's the thing is, this just shows you that you just never know. Like, we're in a little shack. Okay, it's not a little shack. We're on Disney property. But
it's not a place you would expect there to be such a good cupcake.
No, and I don't really care for vanilla. And I mean, I like cookie dough, but I have to admit, this is actually like one of my favorite cupcakes I've ever had. And we found it here, just like near the lobby at the old Key West Resort. So you never know where you're gonna find some great things in some unexpected location.
It's also proof that don't give up if it's not at the first place that you expect it to be at, because we could have easily just been like, okay, we're not gonna bother with old Key West anymore.
Right.
But we
worked hard for this.
We were
cupcake.
persistent.
But it's totally worth it. Yeah, totally worth it. Hollywood Studios.
Not to go here, but
no, not to come play. But something that you can learn is that there's a Tower of Terror. You can kind of see it. But the thing is that's really cool about the transportation system is that you can use the parks like Epcot and Magic Kingdom and all these other locations as a center hub, so that if you get stuck, you can be like, okay, I can go to Epcot and it'll take me to a different resort, or I can go to Hollywood Studios and then I can pick up another resort there. So that's what we're doing right now. We're gonna try to head
options. I forgot the Skyliner was here, so we can either hop on the Skyliner, go to those resorts, or hop on the ferry and go to those two different areas.
Yeah, so we definitely have options. We're not gonna let anything hold us back today.
Chocolate.
This is chocolate.
I got you. Okay, got it. So we'll do the one chocolate flavor.
All right, so we just got our second cupcake.
This one was a lot easier to attain.
Yes, it definitely was. So last time you saw, we were at Hollywood Studios, and so we ended up taking the boat ride over to the Swan and Dolphin, which is here at the boardwalk.
And Kelly, do you want to share a little bit about like our second cupcake?
Sure. So we had 2 options actually, which last time we didn't even get an option. We just got really lucky that it was a delicious cupcake. But this time our options were vanilla or chocolate. And since we just had a vanilla cupcake, I figured why not switch it up? We got the chocolate, and it was also delicious. It was all chocolate, so it was chocolate cake, and then it was, I don't even know, it was maybe like a ganache mousse type
like a dark
buttercream.
chocolate.
Yeah, it was really nice and rich. This one we did not finish, unlike the last one, but that's okay because we're trying to pace ourselves.
Yes.
But also very good, super seamless process to find the restaurant. It was at Java, which is kind of like their little coffee shop inside of the Swan, part of the resort. And yeah,
it was great. Sometimes when you have a bucket list item, you just do one step at a time, and opportunities come. Sometimes they'll be a little harder than others, but you know what? You can still make it happen if you just put a little bit of effort and patience with it. Yeah, and just have fun with what happens and what comes unexpected. All right, so we're at the Yacht and Beach Club. Yacht and Beach Club.
Specifically is the Beach Club marketplace, so it's the gift shop.
Kind of like a little, gift shop, little snacks for those that don't want to really go out and eat.
Different offerings from where they have their cupcakes.
And the craziness is you can see they're actually just like all lined up right here in a refrigerated area, which we haven't seen this yet. So it's been cool to see that each one has a different setup. So the question is, which one is Kelly gonna pick?
This one's tough, I don't know.
She's got actually quite a few choices this time.
There's the pink velvet, and then there's the vanilla, which is really fun because it's pride themed. I don't know, but there's Oreos on this one. I think I'm gonna probably go pink velvet only because as much as I love the look of this, these little crispy things are my favorite. They're not super crunchy, but they add just enough texture to be different for a cupcake. So I think I'm gonna go with Minnie Mouse.
That's gonna be the winner.
The fitting theme with the shirt and the bag.
Look at her, like she didn't even know that she was like gonna do this, and that just shows you the fan that she is for cupcakes. All right, so we're at the Yacht and Beach Club. We just had our mini cupcake.
Number 3.
Number 3, we did it. We got 5 more to go.
Hey, we're doing great so
far. We are. It's a good day to do it today too. So Kelly, do you want to kind of talk about like how it tasted? And
this one was a little different in the sense that there wasn't supposed to be a particular taste or flavor, I should say. They called it pink velvet, which I was very curious to then know, like, okay, what direction are we going in? Mm-hmm. It looked strawberry-like, not to say it very, tasted at all like strawberry, but that's not a bad thing. It was to me a very light, refreshing taste. I really couldn't choose a flavor to describe it.
Wasn't quite vanilla, wasn't almond, wasn't strawberry.
Which is fine. It doesn't need to have a standout taste. No. But then what I will say, I'm a sucker for cream cheese icing, and what they did with this one was a perfect blend of cream cheese and buttercream.
Okay.
That is exactly what I like. So.
Something a little different, right?
Yeah, and then the crunchies, of course. Hit the
the
spot.
pearls.
Yeah.
The pearls are called.
We found out they're called crispy pearls. I looked at the ingredients list.
And when she was packing it into her little container,
I made sure every last crispy pearl made it in there.
Every little pearl.
That's how much I love that.
So anyways, here we go to number 4. Adventure for free, basically.
Several hours and we're still going.
Yeah, and we're seeing so much. Yeah, for free. Disney gives you that opportunity. Okay, so we just had our 4th cupcake. Ooh, we're starting to feel the sugar. We're getting a little cake wasted.
Slowly but surely not eating as much each time.
Yes, a few less bites going on now. Anyways, so we went to La Petite Cafe.
Here at Riviera.
Yep, exactly. And what did we have? What flavor was it?
I don't know, to be honest. It was probably a mostly vanilla cupcake. And then there was a nice little surprise mousse that was sitting kind of right under the frosting, but not in the cake. It wasn't like baked in or anything. So
kind of like underneath the white.
That added a little flavor and texture, which was nice. It was very much plain Jane otherwise, which, you know, nothing wrong with that. Just not a standout, but
we went and voted our #1 cupcake.
But that's okay, because it still tasted good. It wasn't like it was a bad cupcake.
Yeah. Riviera,
check.
#4, check. So now we're gonna head over to the Caribbean Resort.
Already done today to my list. I just make note of what the cupcake kind of was themed to be, and then the flavor, so to speak. And it just occurred to me, because of how few I have left on the list, that I'm almost finished, which is just a really great feeling. Really bad.
All right, we made it to the Caribbean Resort, and we got cupcake number 5. Each one's taking about an hour, but it's been a lot of fun because we're checking out the resort.
We're taking our time.
Yeah, we're just enjoying this experience, and we're eating a lot of cupcakes.
It's working though. We're having to walk a lot, because otherwise I don't think we'd be getting through all of them.
Right. At least we're getting our exercise. So yeah, so she picked the Mickey
We
cupcake.
had another option for this one. I am not at all a fan of the dyed frosting, and the other option was the mini cupcake, which was a different version of the mini cupcake from what we got over at Beach Club, and it was a red frosting. So I was like, not gonna do that one. So we'll see how this goes. It's a yellow frosting with red sprinkles for Mickey.
So here we go. We'll let you know how it tastes in a second. So we are aware that that does not look
At all appetizing.
super appealing, but it was, it looked better before. So we just put it in the container right now.
It's better before we destroyed it.
Yes. So you want to share a little bit how that one tasted?
Yes, that one was a chocolate Mickey Mouse cupcake. And I'm not 100% sure, but I think the buttercream was vanilla, because it wasn't a super chocolatey cupcake. And then the top was a nice little extra something. It was a mousse for the like actual Mickey Mouse aspect of it. And the sprinkles obviously added a lot of sugar. It was still made well, but I will say it was your very stereotypical like birthday type cupcake.
Yes, that's exactly what I would say too, like birthday. All right, so we were walking out to go to the Skyliner, and guess who we found? Our friend Riley. That just shows you that, you know, you can plan everything for these bucket list items, but you just never know what you're gonna find.
Fun surprises.
We found our friend Riley, and so now we're having a chance to catch up with her and enjoy this adventure even more. Alrighty, to Coronado. This was a little bit more of a journey. Yeah, we ended up taking the bus, and then we waited a while for the bus, and then we missed our stop. So here we are,
It's all good.
Coronado Springs, to go have some more cupcakes. This is number 6.
I've almost lost track. It's been so many.
Right. All right, so we're in Coronado. She's gonna try it out.
Diving into the dulce de leche.
It's a winner.
It's so good. Super creamy and super flavorful. Am I sharing what we discovered?
Here's an update about the cupcake here at the Coronado.
I guess we should have clarified. This is not a cupcake. It's cheesecake that looks like a cupcake, which granted
We'll count
can
it.
still be considered a cupcake, but also
It's cheesecake.
it's not cake.
What is this called?
A cup cheesecake?
A cupcake cheese cake?
I mean,
a
it
cup cheesecake?
counts. Don't get me wrong, it counts. It's just not what I was expecting.
So we are here at Artist Palette, and they gave us a bag. We just had to order it at a counter, unlike the other places. And here is our Bullseye Cupcake.
Let's see. These things are always tricky because
We've got so many containers too.
Oh, you can actually see it's like a two-tone frosting. Oh, it
Oh,
smells
that's pretty.
peanut buttery.
Oh, wow. That's cute.
I'm so excited. Toy Story is one of my favorites. The fact that almost every time I go in for my first bite, there's almost always a little surprise. So far, that's what I found. I haven't gotten any in this first
Looks
bite.
like a peanut buttery goodness.
You can't go wrong.
You had a big bite right
With the
there.
chocolate peanut butter combo. That's good.
That's a good one. We are here.
We were just telling her
at the All-Star Resort.
how this is our last one, and now we're having a magical moment.
Like, I'm kind of getting emotional right
And
now.
it's
Not gonna
amazing.
lie. Thank you so much. She's gonna be anonymous. We're not gonna show. But I mean, look at what a sweetheart she is.
Not just the cupcake, but the Rice Krispie
and all of
treats
it. Just know this is you accomplishing your bucket list goal.
We did it!
You did it.
Last one.
This is the last one for Kelly.
I will say, as much as it is a classic chocolate, you really taste the cookies and cream. That's yummy.
Well, and it's really funny because like the cast member was like, it's gonna be okay.
Well, in comparison to others, I can understand that.
But it's still pretty good though?
It is, yes.
Oh.
Because the cookies and cream is flavorful.
We did 8 cupcakes today.
Like, can't even believe, I still can't believe it. It's like sinking in, but at the same time, I'm like, how many did we do?
And you know what? Like, honestly, like having a magic moment for her very last cupcake was just like,
It sealed the deal.
It did. It was like such a cool emotional moment because like right now, Kelly's dream has been accomplished.
Checked it all off. I only have one park, and it's okay because that park is gonna take a while to get to.
But here's the thing.
But such a feat with the resorts. I mean, I can't even tell you how many resorts there are. I'd have to count my list. That's how long it is. I still can't believe it. She made this happen. I mean, clearly I could have done it on my own, but the rate I was going at before, it was gonna take me a whole other year to finish, and instead, we just knocked it all out in one day.
And you know, sometimes it's just dedication. Sometimes it's just having a friend to kind of push you through or just to share the special moments with.
She presented me with the idea, and there was no turning back. I was like, first of all, this is an amazing offer that you are making right now to treat me to all of this. Second of all, heck yes, I love resort hopping, so let's just do it.
Let's just do it. And you know, sometimes that's what you need to do with the bucket list. Sometimes you may have started part of it, and it's just a matter of just like finishing up and just doing it. And sometimes it's just having a friend to help you finish it. Sometimes it's just
I wouldn't have made it
patient.
through the day if she hadn't been so persistent and pushed me through it. I was about to.
Keep doing your best to keep following your dreams and helping others follow their dreams because you know it's so worth it.
Every little bit counts.
Yeah, I mean, it's so many cool. Oh wow, that bus was really loud. We had so many cool like.
This is all part of the day.
Right? We had so many cool, just random opportunities that came and moments that just made it even extra special and a great memory. So just go for your bucket list items. Don't stop. Make them happen.
Make it happen.
The bucket list to you. So like when you make your list.
This all started because I have an obsession with cupcakes and with Disney. So I already was doing a traveling cupcake tradition, but it was a matter of anywhere, and I still am doing it. Anywhere that I travel to, pretty much outside of Florida, I will seek the opportunity to find a cupcake place and get at least one cupcake. And that's just because I'm obsessed with cupcakes, and why not try things everywhere you go? And it was just my way of doing something everywhere I go, doing the same thing, essentially. But then I moved here to Orlando, and I was like, well, I'm not traveling as much right now, which is fine. What can I do to make that happen more or less on a regular basis here? And then I thought, wait a second, you travel around Disney, especially when you resort hop. So that's what led to the Traveling Cupcake Tradition Disney Edition.
Love it.
And now it is complete, so that is fantastic.